NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From midfield, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 2 at at the 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score time, 7-7.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that...
And this throw will be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
What now? You ready? Got the screen. Hey, number 20.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Second down, McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Hankins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half.
And the ball is knocked out, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 28, watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Carr now to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is incomplete.
Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablet.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, Hill, great grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On play action, now Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr on the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. I'm on.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Raiders 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Oh, nice move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Las Vegas, first down.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42. Raiders 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
Pick it up. You go tight. Wait, Monday. You got tight right there.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
There's so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Right, 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Carr now on first down.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Carr now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not...
He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. One final try now for Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.